Rear blank. Rear blank. R-E-A-R blank. Okay, he's finished. Rear blank.
And
I'm not familiar with you.
The Morning Stream. You're a freak and a cannibal, and you've come to the wrong town.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Scott Johnson here. Brian Ibbett there.
Hola, Scott. ¿Cómo estás?
Ah, yes. Sí. Mucho está aquí.
You are very much here.
Yep. That's as good as you're going to get out of me with the Spanish. I remember nothing. It's funny you bring that up, though. I had a memory in the shower today about a Spanish teacher. This literally happened this morning. Spanish teacher who was up trying to teach us words for shampoo and words for washing your hair.
Okay. Like lather, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, just kind of like how to, like all the washing terms, like washing your hands, washing your face, like pescan las nalgas or whatever the hell that is. I think that's right. Something, wash your face.
Oh, that one, I don't know.
I have very small memory of it, but it's mainly because of what happened after. So maybe this is a lesson on how to teach a lesson because I never forgot this. But she said all this stuff, and then some kid, or she basically was saying in Spanish, use the shampoo to then wash your face. And the class lost their minds. And we had about a half an hour argument after that in class with the teacher about whether it was cool to use the shampoo to wash anything but your hair.
Right.
And one kid's like, yeah, I use it like shower gel just everywhere, man, all the way down to my junk. And some other kid would go, that's terrible. It's really bad. It'll make your skin flare up. It's not good. You need the right kind of soap. It doesn't matter what soap. Clean is clean. Like, I just remember this big, almost not a riot, but it felt really charged in that room. Just because this teacher had this suggestion that you could maybe use your shampoo to wash other parts of your body.
I wonder, I imagine it's still creating soap bubbles that kind of break up the oils and dirt on your skin that you can then wash off.
Right. I would assume for most cases, like say you're camping and you have access to one of those outdoor showers or something, you'll use what you've got and you'll be fine. Or if some other scenario where you just don't have access to a million different kinds of soaps, I think it's probably fine. And there have been times where I've done that where I'm like, all right, where's the shower gel? Shit, it's not here. Kim's not home. I can't reach it. I'm going to get everything wet if I get out of here and find it. I'll just use the shampoo. Definitely have done that. But every time this happens to me in my life, no matter what I do, swap out the soap, swap out the shampoo.
You think about,
I think about that every time.
That argument, that Spanish class argument.
If she'd have figured out a way to every day do something that memorable, I would know Spanish fluently because I'd have remembered everything I was ever taught. Because that one day... that one day it was just pounded into us. But anyway, funny you brought that up. Speaking of cleanliness, they sometimes call that hygiene. Sometimes.
Sure, hygiene. Good segue. Nicely done.
And if you're someone who's in somebody's mouth trying to help with their mouth hygiene, you're called a hygienist.
Or a hygienist.
Or hygienist.
Would say.
Yeah, hygienist.
Or a hygienist, if you're really good at what you do.
Yeah.
I'm a hygienist.
A hygienist is someone who knows exactly the pot you need to get to sleep at night. That's a hygienist.
Hygienist.
Yeah, a few of those in Vegas, I think.
Your best bud tender is a hygienist.
That's right. So I go to the dentist yesterday, as mentioned, as rumored. I went to the dentist. Yep. And a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. Number one, the checkup was great until the very end. I'll get to that in a second. But the lady who's new hygienist, I warned her. I said, I got this one tooth back there. It's a little sensitive, just so you know. Other than that, go nuts. And she was very good and did a great job and super talkative. Wanted to know all about podcasts. You know how this goes. Every time you go in there, they want to know, what do you do? Oh, shit. Now I have to tell them what I do. And now I got to talk for an hour about it. But she was very nice, a good listener. And I said, hey, this co-host of my morning show. And she goes, oh, you do a morning show? How do I find the morning? It was this whole thing. And I said, I finally got through all that, told her where to get it and everything. I said, my co-host, Brian, just had this procedure done from the hygienist. And I said, I couldn't remember the name in the moment. But I said it was something. I said something like, it's like something with roots and scraping. I think I used the word scrape. And she goes, oh, no, that's root scaling. And yes, that is something that we do. In fact, that's something I would do if it needed to be done. I said, yeah, that's what he said. It was this hygienist who did it, not the dentist. And I said, so how am I looking in that department? Because it sounded horrible the way he described it. And she goes, well, you have great gum pockets.
Oh, really? So she did the
little probe.
Did they actually do the little probe in each? Okay.
She did.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that part because it is so, like, you figure out which of your, like, where you've got nerves with that whole process.
I don't like that thing at all.
I don't care if you've got good pockets or bad pockets. It is like a little pinprick.
Yeah, and it's like kind of not swirly, but like a little almost corkscrewy. And so it's kind of,
really?
but the one she used anyway, it's kind of ribbed a little bit. So
well, yeah, it's got little markers to tell you on the number, like how deep they are. So there are actual numbers on the.
Oh, I got you. Okay, but on hers, it had like bumps for each slot, so you could actually feel it going in, going.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was very invasive. It felt like I was being violated. But anyway, she says, "No, your gum pockets are great. Your bone growth's good. You got the
happy for you. Happy for you.
You got the jawbone of a teenager." I said, "Yeah, I also got the shitty teeth of a teenager who didn't take care of his teeth when he was a teenager." She's like, "Oh," she goes, "You have great teeth." And I said, "No, I don't. My teeth suck. I'm always losing a crown or something cracking."
I was gonna say it's your crowns that suck, but your teeth are. I've never noticed you to not have really good teeth.
I mean, when you see me, it's fine. There they are, a little yellow, but whatever. That's age and time, right? I guess I could do the whitening.
You don't even drink coffee in there.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's usually the cause of like. Yeah. Plus, it's also the lighting in here. We're using warm lights as opposed to cold lights.
Yeah,
that doesn't help.
That definitely doesn't help, but. I got a little grind down from years of the way my teeth are. I should have had braces as a kid, so I have an overbite and all this kind of stuff. So I said, really, these aren't too bad. She goes, you wouldn't believe what we get in here.
Oh, God.
And she said it so seriously to me. She looked at me, pulled her mask away from her face and said, you wouldn't believe what we get in here. As if I was supposed to be. I don't know. It was weird. And I said, well, do tell, what's wrong? She goes, we had a guy come in yesterday who hasn't been to the dentist in 28 years. And he thought if he just ever had a problem, that's when he'd go in because he hates paying for it. He can't stand needles, all this stuff. It's like some dude in his late 60s. And she says, he finally comes in because he's got a little bit of pain. We opened that guy's mouth open, and it was like the garage of hell opened.
Oh, man, I'm sure.
And just abscess teeth on bottom, on top, big bulgy pussy nightmares. And sorry everybody for eating breakfast. Apologies.
We warn you every day.
Yeah, we warn you every day. So she told me this whole thing, and at the end of it I went, you know what, I have pretty good teeth. These aren't bad. I like my teeth.
Compared to all that. Yeah You go up regularly. Yep,
it was
exactly
great.
As long as you show up to the dentist regularly, and as long as you've got a health plan that covers it. I've got somebody that we know in my life that has not worked for a company, or did not for a long time work for a company that had a health plan and just flat out couldn't afford to go. Took great care of his teeth, but couldn't go to the dentist regularly. So was really happy when finally he got a job working for a company that had a dental plan. But
dental plans are great if you can get them. I have to pay for my own, which I hate. It's too expensive. It's it's not too bad. So basically we get 2 cleanings a year. Those are quote unquote free, but I think we pay $700 a year for that. Plus that then gives us a discount on work they do. So if I have a cavity, I still pay out of pocket, but it's less by some percentage than if I didn't have their plan. So it's like with the dentist that we do this plan. It's not through an actual insurance company because those were all more. So it works out, and we're doing okay here. Kim has perfect teeth. She never has problems.
Of course.
I don't understand. I don't know what happened there. Let me ask you this: did our wives grow up? Were they born with fluoride suckers in their mouths? Were they just blessed by the great teeth gods? Because I don't understand how she grew up in Missi-friggin-sippi. All right, never had to have her what are they called? Wisdom teeth out. Never had braces. Never had to worry about any of that. If she smiles at you, big, bright, white, perfect sets of teeth. It's not freaking fair, dude. That's
now,
not fair.
Tina, Ghostbusters 2, you got Vigo the Carpathian, you got a big painting, and then thanks to, what's his face, drippings with goo, comes to life, comes out of the painting, right?
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Tina, except it was a Norman Rockwell painting. And that whole family life, all that stuff, the fireplace going, mom in the rocking chair knitting a scarf, dad reading the paper with a pipe sticking out of his mouth, the kids working on playing a game of Sorry or Trouble on the carpet in front of the roaring fire, dog curled up on a blanket. Like that is Tina's life.
Yeah.
That was Tina's growing up.
Lucky.
And so
Lucky, man.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, in Mississippi,
I'm like, lighting a match in the kitchen at 10 years old when my mom ran out to grab a frozen pizza or something. It's very different upbringing. Yeah.
Sure. Jay in the chat says he grew up in Mississippi and has great teeth as well. So Kim's theory is they did have, they had fluoride in the water down there.
There's a lot of fluoride. Well, I think we have fluoride in the water here too.
We don't.
Don't we have fluoride? We don't, really?
I don't know about Colorado. I can't say.
Let's see.
It depends on your state and all that.
Interesting. Let me take a look here.
We definitely didn't. It was like
Fluoride. Colorado has fluorado in its water systems.
Oh, good. That's great.
Since 1953. So yeah. So we've got.
Not us, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's annoying. I think somebody. And there's a lot of push for states that already have it to drop it because everyone's a conspiracy theorist now and thinks everything's killing them. So we'll see how long Mississippi still has it. They may not even know, but
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wish I would have. That would have been great.
Yeah, only 50%. So according to the Fluoride Action Network, which we all subscribe to, I mean, we all get the newsletters. We just sometimes don't read them. But the percent of people in Utah served by public water systems that are fluoridated in 2018 is only 52%.
Oh, I wonder.
Ranked number 43 among the states.
Yeah, that sounds right. So at least there's something somewhere. Some county's giving it.
Half of the people in Utah are getting fluoridated.
It's not my half.
No.
You'd think it'd be here.
Oh my God! It was in 2000. It was 3%.
Oh, so this has recently gone up.
This has recently gone up. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there is. There's Dr. Callen's right. There's currently a bill underway to try to get fluoride taken out of its water entirely. Because we have a bunch of dickheads in our local legislature. That's why. The kids, the vaccines and the fluoride. Like, shut up. You all grew up with it. You're fine. In fact, you know what? How many of you died of mumps? Oh, none of you because you had your vaccines? Oh, weird. Weird. They work. Weird.
But looks like currently Washington, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Arizona, New Mexico, New York, New Jersey, and DC are the ones that flat out don't have fluoridated water systems. That's wild.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a whole U.S. thing. I never realized it was state by state. That's crazy.
Zoe, how's it in the UK? Everyone makes fun of your teeth over there. Not your teeth, but the country's
No fluoride
teeth.
in the water in the UK is, from what I remember.
That makes sense.
Maybe that's changed.
And it shows.
That's right.
Just kidding. We love you guys.
We love you guys.
Well, anyway, things got gnarly at the end of the appointment because I've got this like zombie tooth, and they were like, well, should we take it out? And I'm like, you guys have talked about this for the last 20 years, this tooth. And you always say it's fine. And then one of you will come in, the new guy will go, I don't know, I think we need to probably crown it or get rid of it or pull it and then I go, well, wait, let me talk to Matthews. And Dr. Matthews always says, no, that one's fine. It's not doing anything. There's no cavities. It's just weird looking. It's a weird looking tooth. It looks like a zombie up in the corner of my face. And there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm like, well, then let's just leave it. I'm not going to pay. I don't want to pay you $1,000 just to freaking do a thing that's just to do it. If it doesn't need to be done, don't do it, is what I told him yesterday.
Yeah. Is it going to, is there danger of it cracking and
no
infecting a root or something?
None of that. It's just ugly and looks bad, but when they x-ray it, it's fine. So
okay,
so I'm like, you're gonna give me all those x-rays and tell me it's fine, and then one day say I'm gonna pull it? No, I'm keeping this until its dying day. And if it starts to hurt at all, or I see a crack in it, fine, then we'll deal with it. But right now, if it's ugly, so what if it's ugly? I don't care. No one can see this tooth up here. Nobody. Except you people.
We're going to be looking for it at TMS Vegas. I'll tell you that.
You won't be able to see it. I could smile so hard and you still won't see it. You have to get in there, you know? We're
going to have somebody, look, we're going to get Tom to pull your mouth open, and I'll shine a light in there, flashlight from my phone, and we'll all take a look.
Well, it is Vegas. What happens there stays there.
That's right. Exactly.
Anyway, by the end of all this, they're almost done. They're flossing after her cleaning, and he goes, oh, he makes the sound, oh, and I went, oh, I don't like that. And he goes,
yeah,
well, do you feel anything back here? And he starts poking. I go, no. He goes, not the crown that's the problem crown, but the crown near it lifted a little when I just flossed it. I said, lifted a little? What does that mean? And he goes, it looks like maybe that cement is a little loose on that side, so it's staying, but you're going to want to come have that redone, or else it'll, something bad could happen underneath it. So I got to go back next Tuesday and have that thing popped and re-cemented. Whee!
Oh, that sucks.
I was almost out of there with that. And I would have been blissfully unaware, because had that thing not moved a little, they didn't know. Right. The x-rays didn't show anything. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
I could still skip it. I could go another 6 months probably. But now I'm going to think about it all the time, so I got to do it. Effing teeth, dude. Freaking F teeth.
I know. Really does feel like that's the first thing that we could change with, bionic bionic technology. Just take all of our teeth out. As soon as our adult teeth come in, pull them all out, replace them with AI teeth or something,
Whatever. I'm happy to do that.
RFID, whatever you need in there, sure.
Yeah, I don't care. If they want to get, if I get more surveillance on me just because my teeth are awesome, great.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't care.
Yeah.
That's great.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, let the government know when I'm taking a dump. I don't care.
Right.
Quick email from Katie. Wrote in.
Okay.
She says, this is about episode 2771. She says, hey, Scott, just listened to that episode and you said something about not wanting the FedEx guy to be offended by asking him not to leave packages in the back of the house. She says, I'm noticing a pattern. Do you think you might have AutoKarenPhobia, the fear of being a Karen? Says, might be something to ask Wendy about. Love the show, Katie. Karen would stomp over there and yell at him. I think I'm the opposite of a Karen. That's the point, right?
Yeah, right.
Karens demand to see the manager.
That's what they're saying, though. Being afraid of being a Karen. So you are currently the anti-Karen by not asking him to do that.
I see.
Because you might have AutoKarenPhobia, which I love.
Yeah.
I want to say that to people, but say it so quickly they don't realize what I've just said. Oh yeah, you've got AutoKarenPhobia. What is that?
Sounds bad.
Karen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now. So now, I get it now, and I think that makes sense. I don't want to be that person. So she's right. I don't think I have a phobia about it, but I really don't want to be that person.
Right. Yeah.
I will always try to find, even with the worst, like that guy I told you about that stormed in the house past Kim with the cleaner stuff back in the 90s, and I got all mad and marched him out. That's about my line right there. Yeah. Like if you're gonna really breach it, then I'm gonna take you the F out the front door. But if you're gonna if we can have a conversation, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I have I have limits.
I definitely have that. Although yesterday I got pushed to my limits. I did some lubering. We're gonna call it that.
Yeah.
And first ride was picking a woman. So get a little ding notification. All right, start driving to the place of the pickup, and I'm realizing, this is that super nice, big, fancy house with the gate every Christmas. So they've got it comes off of this main street that we use to go from our house to the highway. So we use it all the time. And Christmas time, there's a house that has this little long driveway to their house with a loop at the end, and they put these beautiful white Christmas lights on the trees. So you look down as you pass that house, you look down this well-lit driveway with beautifully lit up Christmas trees on either side. And they've gone on next door and said, hey, feel free, when those lights are on, feel free to drive down, do the loop, and go back. You'll see our other Christmas lights we have in the front of the house, but we welcome you to come down our driveway. Like, that's super nice. And we've done that a couple times. It's really pretty. And every time we do it, the both times we've done it, there was somebody in the window who saw us doing it and waved at us to say Merry Christmas. It's like, oh, super nice.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh, that's the house. I recognize the mailbox says 5905 McIntyre. I just doxed them, but whatever. And so I pull in the driveway, but the gate's closed. So I pull up to they've got a little talkie thing on a stand, a little walkie-talkie intercom system, but there's no buzz. It's just the numbers 1 through 9 or 1 through 0, and then an asterisk and a pound sign. No call button or anything like that. So I'm like, well, I'll press pound and see if maybe that triggers them to say, oh yeah, the lift is here. No answer.
Okay.
So I decide, all right, let's just call. So I call. You got a little call button in the Lyft app, and I say, hey, this is Brian, your Lyft driver. Yeah, I'm trying to get out the door. I'm like, no, I know, but the gate's closed. You're in the house at 5905 McIntyre, right? And she's like, no, I'm at the such a Fairmount school, the elementary school. I'm standing in front.
Ooh, F this shit, dude. F this. I'd be so pissed.
Okay. Yeah. Already like, oh, okay. Ooh. So, but the address is clearly that. So I do the 3-point turn because the gate's not open, and there's not enough room for me to do the full U-turn in there. So loop back out, go back out to McIntyre, go around the corner. Basically, on the back side of this house is the back side of the elementary school. Of course, big fence and everything dividing it.
Sure.
So I pull up to the front, and she gets in. I say, hey, just confirming first I said, yeah, somehow it put in that other address, which is why I called you instead of, and I told her the address of the school, and she's like, yeah, I don't know why I did that. So I said, okay, just confirming I'm taking you to this address. I should dox that address is what I should do.
Roll route.
And, yeah. And she says, yeah. I'm like, okay. But she also has not fully closed her door. I have the little sign on the thing on my dashboard saying that the back right door is not closed. So I said, oh, could you reclose your door? Because it looks like it's still open. She does it, still doesn't close it right. Like she's leaning against it, or she's got her purse or something blocking it. Then she tries it again. I say, nope, it's still doing, yeah. I'm like, oh. And then she finally does it and slams it closed.
I'm steaming over here, dude. I hate this.
So I get her home, and I say, all right, have a good rest of your day. And I'm still going to be nice, but basically as she's getting out, I'm clicking the button that says, never match me up with this passenger again.
Damn straight.
And the highest I can give somebody if I say that is 3 stars. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to kill her rating and do a 1 star. Because again, like Amy says, maybe she's having a rough day. I just don't ever want to be paired up with her again.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with that. You can let people
gave her the highest rating I could.
Yeah.
But still saying, never pair me up with this person.
Yeah, look, toxic people like that, whether she's having a bad day or not, fine. You do exactly what you did, and you did exactly the professional thing. 100% what you should do.
Yep.
But to then remove them from your possible life interaction is also perfectly normal to do that, and I would do that in a heartbeat.
Didn't want to say, hey, you should really think about the way you talk to people or something. I didn't feel, I'm not going to do that.
No.
For the same reason, I'm not going to correct the guy who thinks there might be 2 moons. Yeah. I just going to let it go.
That guy's the best.
But I'm thinking same kind of thing, Amy, is like, she might be just having a really crap day. She's leaving the school a little bit later than the students. So maybe if she's a parent, she just had a talk with the teacher about her child, her student, or maybe she's a teacher who's leaving late or something like that. So,
I mean, we can come up with 1,000 stories about this woman's life, and we could be right or we could be wrong about it. The point is, she doesn't have to be that way. She doesn't have to be that way.
She really doesn't. Exactly.
You get to be how you're going to be, and you were. She gets to be how she's going to be, and she chose to be that way. That's still on her to choose it. So now you're never her driver again. It's just simple math. This is how that works out.
Exactly. Yep. And if she does it to too many people, she's going to have a really hard time getting drivers.
People just need to not be a dick. That's it.
Yeah.
Just don't be dicks. What's the point?
I had the exact little balance here. I wasn't going to talk about this either, but I did have a nice balance today. This morning at Orange Theory, I'm in the entryway changing changing from my street shoes to my tennis shoes. And this woman says, hey, just wanted to let you know we were talking about you the other day, because there are the two different Brians. I've talked about the other Brian, right? Who gets to just be Brian without an initial, but I have to be Brian I because I came in after him.
Sure.
And we were talking about you, and they said, oh, wait, which Brian? And I said, the Brian with the nice face. It's like, I said, well, the other Brian has a nice face. And she says, not as nice as yours.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, that brightened my day. I have a nice face compared to the other Brian.
You're lucky. You can relax and you don't have resting bitch face. Like
the other Brian has resting bitch face. Totally does.
Yeah. I feel for him. I know that's all.
He's on the treadmill.
Yeah, that's how it works, man.
Yeah.
People don't know. They don't know why we look so grumpy. We're not grumpy. I got this at a grocery store. I had somebody looking over at me, and I overheard the husband say, "I hope he's okay." And I'm like, "I'm fine."
Yeah.
Like, what do I got to do? Walk in here and go the whole time? Right. I just can't help it. My face slacks into a position that looks like I'm pissed, and I get it.
Right.
Well, I hope the other Brian understands as well.
I hope he does too. And now I want to know why I came up in conversation. You know, why they were having to clarify. I should have asked that. I said, "Oh, what was the context of me coming up that you were talking about the Brian with the nice face?" But you know, not gonna go in.
Let it be what it's gonna be, I guess.
Let it be, exactly.
Okay, one quick thing from Icor.
Yes,
our old pal. I don't know if he's in the chat today. I don't know if I've seen him. Probably listening.
I don't know if I've seen him either. Yeah,
usually in here in one form or another. Anyway, Kevin, aka Icor, says this about our conversation about basements and how they work in California. Hey, storage and basement. I'm catching up on the shows on Thursday. You discussed why there aren't many basements in California. He says there are several reasons. Number one, earthquake fears. While not true, many people considered basements as additional risk to have in earthquake country. The result was that many people to this day think having a basement is bad. So it sounds like that's based on nothing.
I'm wondering, while not true, I mean, I feel like if there's an earthquake, you're safer on an upper floor than you would be in a basement if things got...
Yeah, because it'd all cave in on you, right?
Crumble down on you, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be covered in rubble as opposed to being up top where you might have a better chance. I agree with that. So that's probably the reason. It's not that it's structurally unsound. It's that you're now buried if it's strong enough, right? You just get...
Exactly, yeah. I would not want to be in the basement.
It says number two, they are expensive. That's true. Many homes in California are built with speed in mind, and not having a basement means cheaper and less time to build. When you combine that with number one, builders don't want to spend more time making a house with less demand. That makes sense, unless you're somebody's custom making one, and then you do see basements because they're deciding if they want one or not.
Right.
Three says not required due to shallow frost lines. Locations where it is very cold have frost lines that go deep into the ground. In those places, basements are practically required because things like water pipes and other structures must be placed below the frost line due to building codes. California has shallow frost lines, so there is not a requirement to have those things very deep, thus no requirement for a basement. Most California homes have a small crawl space under the house, maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. It's where you put the bodies. It's where you put your victims go in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
hide them in there.
Says Glove the Bonobo, Kevin, aka Icor. That's good. That's good info. He would know. He's right there in the thick of it. So,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I didn't even think about the frost lines, but yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things that we definitely need to have here, just so that pipes don't freeze. And even if temperatures are low, we still let our faucets, drip out a little bit so that it keeps water flowing through them and stuff like that.
Pretty cold there today, I assume.
Very, yeah. We had it was 7 degrees when I went to Orange Theory, and I go in shorts. And going in, it's like, okay, that's cold. Coming out, when I'm, a little sweaty coming out, it's like, I don't want to put on my toque.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold feeling it coming out of there.
Hit you like a freezer, walk-in freezer as soon as you walk out.
Yeah, it does. But refreshing. Very, very brisk and refreshing. I like to think of it that way.
Kim and I did a 2-point-something mile kind of hard walk out in the cold, and it was great. I freaking loved it, except she still has her cough, so the cold air can make your cough a little bit worse.
Definitely trigger, seizes your throat, or like if you take a deep breath with really, really cold air, it not seizes. What's the word? It constricts.
Constricts. There you go. Constriction.
Yeah.
So that was she had a bit of that, but it was nice until I saw a dog being walked by its owner taking a poop, and this was a poodle, or one of those. One of the combo poodle with something else, some other. Anyway, they're really popular right now. They go for a lot of money. I think my sister-in-law still sells or breeds them down, even though they moved. Anyway, whatever those are called, I see one there, and for some reason, its head from the neck up is all pink dyed pink.
Oh no!
And then its feet,
just from the neck up.
Yeah, and its feet are also pink, and its tail, the tail end of its tail, the just the last part of it is also pink.
Yeah.
The rest of them is the natural kind of white, sort of off-white, kind of cream color. And I thought, okay, so what happened here? Either this is left over because they just got shaved and all the pink from the middle got taken off, or this person thinks it's cool to dye the head, the feet, and the tail. And I'm not sure. I didn't ask.
Yeah.
What was I going to do? Go, excuse me, I have a question about your dog. This seems cruel and unusual. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. It's funny that we dye dogs at all. Like, when you think about it, like, what's wrong with the regular dog color? Why do we feel like we need to? And why only poodles? You never see other dogs that get their hair dyed. It's really just poodles.
I mean, I know some of those dogs, like the ones she raises, are hypoallergenic, or what do you call that? With the hair doesn't give you the hair doesn't. They don't lose their hair, and they also don't. Sure. It's not allergy based hair,
right? No, dander and stuff.
Yeah, whatever that's called. Right. Those are that kind of dogs. So maybe there's something about that hair that is good for dyeing or something. I don't freaking know.
Maybe, yeah.
I will never do this. If I ever own one, I'm not dyeing that dog. Forget it.
No.
What are you doing?
Caducey says she's seen Pomeranians with dyed fur. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my gosh, dude. What, you just dip it? Yeah. Just dip it in a bucket?
Right,
just dunk it?
I just picture this dog covered with little strips of tin foil, like getting its roots.
Terrible.
Roots done.
Can't imagine. Anyway.
Yeah. Do you if it gets super cold, do you have little booties, or do you need to do little booties for your dogs? Maybe you don't need to do them.
We do for Boomer. She has really sensitive feet that crack real easy in the cold, so she does, but the other two don't need them. Well, it depends on how cold. Like if it's super cold, like below 0, we won't even take them out. Although Boomer seems to thrive no matter what we do. She loves it, loves the cold, but she's got a really thick fur type, and she's a mutt. I mean, she's so muddy. She's just a perfect mutt dog that has like 50 dog breeds in her or something like that. She'll probably live longer than all of us because of it, but Rainer gets a little tiptoey if it's cold, but her feet are okay. Ripley, though, total mess in the cold. You gotta. She's supposed to be the big like hunting dog. Like the Weimaraners were made in Germany to fight off Russian bears or something. It's like you're supposed to be stronger than this, you little weasel. She's such a puss outside.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, if you guys want to call in, leave a message, send us a text or an email, you can do it. Go find all those links at frogpants.com/TMS and be like these fine people. All right, we're going to do some news. It's time for the news, brought to you by...
Do you like our weekly chats with Randy Jordan? No, I'm just kidding. Of course we do. Do you want to know why he moved Catwoman? Do you want to chat with him online? Just call 1-900-3... just kidding. He's on Blue Sky. Find him at Randy Deluxe today.
Yeah, he's a great place to connect with Randy. Our old pal. Our Wednesday pal.
He has promised to answer every question without delay. And fully honestly, you can ask him any question and he will respond and answer that question.
Yeah, it can be of a sexual nature.
It can, yeah, absolutely.
It can be about 100%. It could be his entire...
As a matter of fact, he even said that he prefers it. So make sure to DM him your most explicit sexual questions.
That's right.
At Randy Deluxe on Blue Sky.
Send nudes. Just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't want to hear about it later. All right, look at this here.
I get an email from Sam Jane any minute now.
Any second. Did you see the Google Gemini phone commercial that was during the Super Bowl? Did you catch that one at all? It was kind of
I probably saw it and just like didn't care.
It wasn't. It was basically just people using AI and their lives are better somehow. That's it.
Yes, I did see that one.
Nothing crazy, just kind of boring to be honest. But turns out they faked the Gemini AI output for the Super Bowl ad. They're under some scrutiny now. Google appears to have faked AI output in a commercial set to run during the Super Bowl, or it did run through the Super Bowl. The ad shows a business owner using Gemini to write a website description, but the text portrayed as generated by AI has been available on the business's website since at least August of 2020, as shown in the archive webpage.
Oops.
Google did not launch Gemini until late 2023, meaning Gemini couldn't have generated the website description as depicted in the ad.
No, it just used that as the only source of information to generate it, which made it look exactly like the stuff he already had on his website.
Yeah,
problem solved.
Go buy this phone. Or, Gemini, look, I there's a lot of Google services I use and love. I'm looking at one now as we talk. We're using Google Sheets.
Sheets.
Yeah, we use Sheets for our notes. People always ask, why don't you use Docs? I'm telling you, you want a spreadsheet. It's awesome, the way you can move stuff around. And, I like Google. It's not a problem. But if I'm to rate the current LLM-based AI assistants that are out there, Gemini's the worst.
Is it? I've not used Gemini.
It's so bad.
Oh, I guess I have. When you get Google results, you're getting Gemini, right? Like that little top section above your search results that sometimes answers your question. That is Gemini powered.
Yeah, and they're bad. Sometimes they'll tell you things like Elvis is alive for no reason, or just.
Well, in one case, somebody said, "Who won Super Bowl?" Asked days before. Who won Super Bowl 59, and it said the Kansas City Chiefs were the winners of Super Bowl 59.
Jeez. See, I just asked it, who won the 2020? Oh, you know what? It won't do it because it knows we're on to him.
No, really?
Yeah.
Did you just ask like the World Series or something?
No, I asked it like who won the 2026 Super Bowl, and it's, let's see. Yeah, it's not giving it to me. I could go straight to Gemini and do it that way, but the Google just regular results are not trying to give me stuff. It's been real hit and miss though. It's like kind of garbage, and I don't know why. I don't understand why they're so behind the eight ball on that, because I get way better results from GPT or DeepSeek or freaking Google's thing, which is OpenAI, so it's all kind of the same. But I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
Yeah.
So they faked it. Good job, guys. Well done.
We didn't even talk. One of the commercials I liked the visuals of. I don't know why it needs to advertise, or maybe it does. But it was the Chat GPT with the dots, with all the black screen with all the little white dots all over. That was pretty cool.
I like that a lot, actually. Artistically speaking, it was very cool.
Artistically speaking, but does Chat GPT need commercials? Maybe it does. Maybe people. I guess you're competing now against stuff like Copilot and Gemini, etc. But
they're dominant. It's just that it's like anybody. They still need to get the word out.
Still needs to advertise, I guess, for the same reasons.
Yeah. Oh, I hated their ad. That Coke ad can burn in a fire. I hated it.
Remind me of the Coke ad.
The Coke ad was just another one of these things where like, is AI going to take over everything? It's going to be okay. Let's flash back to the 70s when we thought computers were going to take over everything. It's like, shut up. Don't pander to us. Just because your last ad was AI generated and you took tons of shit for it.
That's their defense on it. Exactly. It was that whole weird, the trucks and the polar bears. Oh, those were so bad.
Look, I'm still going to drink Coke Zero, but that annoyed me. I hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Sean Bloom, that seal as a seal, hilarious in concept, but that is nightmare fuel.
It's also, I don't even know if it's hilarious. It's such a baseline joke. It's like, Seal's a seal. Get it? Because his name's Seal?
Yeah.
It's like not enough for me anymore, these kind of jokes. And I love a good dad joke. I love bad dad jokes. Love them. Yes, but I like them better when they come out of a dad and not a $16 million spot with celebrities in it. You know what I mean?
Mountain Dew commercial. Sure. I get it.
Hate it. I do like I like when, I know it's not what he would talk like normally, but he's from Boston. So when I hear Ben Affleck use that really thick Boston accent, I really like that. I think that's fun.
I do too. Yeah.
He should do that more.
He's Dunkin' Donuts, a wicked good.
Yeah. Do that more often.
Casey Affleck, who I initially thought was Scoot McNairy because of the facial hair. It's like, is that Scoot No, that's Casey Affleck. But man, he's really giving off some Scoot vibes.
Yeah, he had a real McNairy vibe going.
He did.
I wasn't sure it was him at all. Like, I didn't know who that was for a long time because of the facial hair, and he had like a hoodie thing on or something. You just couldn't tell it was Casey Affleck. It's like he was hiding.
I didn't. I'll be the first to admit I did not recognize the dude sitting there with Drew Barrymore on that cruise ship commercial until the next day when I heard it was Orlando Bloom, and I'm like, Oh, wow. Yeah, man. He still looks great, but he's looking older. It's not the Orlando Bloom of the 90s, which is apparently, or the early 2000s, which apparently is the last time I saw Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, it's funny. The opposite happened in here in the basement. That same commercial, nobody could figure out who she was.
Barrymore was?
Yeah. And by nobody, I mean like the young people. They all knew. Yeah. They all knew who Orlando Bloom was.
Orlando Bloom was. Okay.
Like I think Nick yelled out, "They're taking the hobbits to Isengard," or something. Something like that happened. And then she's there, and I can't remember if it was B or somebody goes, "Who the heck is that?" I said, "That's Drew Barrymore. Come on now."
Yeah, that chin. Come on. It's the chin that...
She's famous. She got the crooked mouth. She got the Charlie's Angels business. She did, she's the little kid on E.T. She's the kid on E.T. They couldn't believe she was the E.T. kid. Like, this is where our generations break, man. This is where we go our separate ways. You Z's. You don't know what's up.
Right.
Anyway, here's one.
Yep.
Over $1 million in olive oil. Stolen from Montreal Trucking Company. That's a lot of olive oil.
That's a lot of olive oil. That's a lot of EVU.
It is 100 pallets, so that's about $1 million worth. So I don't know how much is per pallet.
How many bottles on a pallet? Yeah, or if it's in plastic tubs before it gets turned into or put into bottles.
It says it's worth over $1 million stolen in Montreal, according to police. They said the transport company was sending product to a client in Montreal and did not arrive on the 3rd or 4th when it was supposed to. The theft was reported on the 5th. The SPVM says that the company, Transport Q Trans Inc. Why have trans and transport in your same thing? Just
the Transport Q Trans Inc.
I don't know. Just have transport or Q Trans.
Or Q Trans, yeah.
I don't like that. Anyway, in Lachine. None of it. I was so far off. Anyway.
You tried to waint and add an ed where there wasn't an ed.
I did. I absolutely did. Anyway, they had olive oil that needed to be transferred to properly heated trailers for storing and transporting the product. That's true. That stuff will go bad if you don't have the right temperatures.
Yeah.
Anyway, they don't know where it went. They have some footage, but it's inconclusive. So if anyone out there knows, if suddenly you've been inundated with a ton of olive oil.
You all of a sudden have a ton of unexpected olive oil in your garage.
Yeah.
Maybe report yourself to the...
Just look for some viscous liquid that wasn't there before. And
My wife is very insistent. She keeps asking me, "Where's the olive oil?"
Where's the monies, Homer? Where's the monies?
Where's the monies?
People that call it monies, even in like serious conversation, like financial people, I just look at them blankly and think, stop it. You don't have to do it. Like, stop. You don't have to do it.
The unnecessary pluralizations they drive me nuts too. As a grammar Nazi, it bothers the hell.
It's like, the transfer of the monies occurred at such. I'm like, say the money transferred. You can do it.
Right.
I don't like it. I like it when when Fat Tony says it. That's funny because
I love it when Fat Tony says it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let
my wife is very insistent. She keeps asking me, "Where's the monies?
Where's the monies, Homer?
Where the money's from the... What was the product? The money's from the...
I can't remember what they were doing. And then I always mix it up with mob bots from Futurama, and you got clamped.
Yes, right. Very same vibe.
Can't help but do that.
No, can't help it.
Who's that who plays... not Ray Liotta. What's the name of it?
Joe Mantegna.
Mantegna. Joe
Mantegna. It is Mantegna.
Joe Mantegna. Joe
Mantegna, yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
I know because you don't want to say Joe Montana, but Joe Mantegna.
Yeah, one of them's a great football player. The other one is a fine actor.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. When we come back from said break, it'll be time for some trivia time with Travis. All right? So tip off your travels with Travis time, Terry. Trying to do all the T's.
Travis trivia time.
Look, I'm no Kendrick Lamar, but I know a good rhyme when I hear it. Anyway, that's all coming up after this break with a song from Brian Ibbett.
Might be a T minor. This is a band called Heaven. We've played them on the show before. As a matter of fact, we've even played another one of the singles from this upcoming album. The band is called Heaven. They're so good. super Lemonheads vibe from this 80s, 90s Lemonheads.
Ooh,
really, really good stuff.
I like the Lemonheads. That's great.
If you like Swerve Driver, if you like Catherine Wheel, if you like Majesty Crush, Teenage Fan Club, the Swirlies, you're going to like this. This is the band Heaven from their upcoming album. Comes out April 4th. That's the day that Martin Luther King got shot. It's also my mother-in-law's birthday, and it's the day that their album Dream Aloud comes out. This is the second single from the album. It's called The Fire You Know. Here is Heaven.
Later, you may be required to beat egg whites stiff but not dry, or so that they hold the greatest amount of air without losing their elasticity.
The moon does what it wants, man.
Moon does what it wants, man. Hey, Brian, who was the singer band unit deal?
Sure, that singer band unit is a band unit called Heaven from their upcoming album Dream Aloud, which comes out in early April from Little Cloud Records. That is their second single. It's called The Fire You Know.
Nice.
Yes, they're very, very good.
Well, I like the Lemonhead, so you had me at that.
You'll like this when you eventually hear it. When you're putting it in the show, you're going to like it, Scott.
I'm
I'll
excited.
tell you that right now.
I'm very excited. All right, Travis is incoming. I think.
Yes, he is.
Here he is. Okay, hit an ad. We should see him shortly. I'm not in the group. Why? There. Oh, I added him to the wrong group. Shit.
You added him to the Patreon
thing. Now you can see all our old codes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we can't have that. All right, remove from group. Let's go try this again.
He can join all of those Frog or Jackbox TV things.
Yep, get in there and try to beat us the hard way. All right, here we go.
This is Travis, and you'll do well to listen carefully to what he has to say.
That's true. It's Travis. He's here. He's TV's Travis. Travis Crawford, welcome back to the program. How are you?
I'm well. I was confused there for a second. I was added to a group. I was removed from a group. I didn't know what was happening.
And then you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah. I'm glad that you made it though, because I was worried. I was sending you on a bit of a trip there. Worked out good though, and it's always fun having you on, man. We get a monthly chance to hang out with Travis. He gives us a little bit of trivia. We get to talk about cool stuff he's up to. Always good to have you here. I see your TikToks a lot. I notice you've been putting a lot of those up. So nice job on those. It's good. It's good stuff.
Oh, thanks.
Nice
Trying.
Short form stuff, and it makes me go, ooh, I want more. And then go check the podcast out, everybody. It's good stuff.
That's the hope.
That is the hope. That is the dream. Well, let's get started. This is a chance for you to trivialize our lives. Give us some trivia. And then Brian and I try to answer stuff and, see who wins. I don't know who's ahead this year. Have we been keeping track this year?
Yeah, you won the last game. There's only been one this year.
Okay. Yep. So I'm ahead.
We are 1 month in, and Scott is up 1-0.
Oh, man.
That's right. Thanks to me just jumping the gun and not going with the answer I knew and just shouting out an answer.
Oh, that was the last time. That's right. I forgot that. That was a fun.
Just like, blah, blah, blah.
I do it on our Wednesday thing or Monday thing all the time though. It's like
it's so easy to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Travis, lay it on us, man. What do we got?
All right, we're gonna start off. Round 1 is a film director. You're gonna bid on the film titles, starting with 5. And since Scott won last time, Brian, you get to start.
Okay. I will go.
You said directors, right?
Director.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to give us film titles. We need to name the director. Yep. I'm going to go 3.
3, okay.
Ooh.
I know, that's a tough one, because two can be tricky.
2 can be
I mean,
tricky.
if you know the director, you could do it on 1, but
right.
But it depends on the movie you get.
That's the problem. Is I know these aren't going to be easy, but also this is too early to just go for it. I'm gonna try it in 2. All
right. Brian, do you want to try it in 1?
Even though I said, if you know the director, you could do it in 1, but I don't think I'm even going to know the movie you give as a one clue, let alone be able to identify the director.
Yeah, I'm not that confident on this one, but let's try it.
All right, Scott, here are your 2 film titles.
Okay.
Southpaw, The Equalizer.
Okay, Scott, calm down. Let the name come to you. He also did The Replacement Killers. Antoine Fuqua.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Good job.
Southpaw, I didn't know. I wouldn't have gotten it with Southpaw.
No.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had done Southpaw either. A couple others I had were The Magnificent Seven. I knew he did the remake.
Yeah. Which I liked. It's
Day
underrated, by the way.
Trading Day would have been the one I needed to be able to get that.
Yeah.
I've seen the Equalizer films, and once you say Fuqua, I was like, oh yeah, of course he did those. But
yeah.
And he also did, and I didn't know this, he did Shooter, the movie.
Oh,
Mark Wahlberg.
the sniper movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him either.
him.
No, I wouldn't have got it with that one either. I would have thought, I don't know who I would have thought with that one, but yeah. I think you got me with the second one. All the others would have. Well, what was on your list? When would you have gotten to Replacement Killers? Was it next?
Replacement Killers wasn't on my list.
Oh,
so.
okay. Well,
Magnificent Seven was that number 3?
Actually, Shooter was number 3.
Shooter was number 3.
Oh, I wouldn't have. See, if it hadn't have been for that second one, I'd have been screwed today. So I got lucky.
Make 'em tough.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
All right. So, Scott, you're going to start the bidding for round 2.
Okay.
This is an actor, and we're going to go with characters that this actor has played.
Okay.
Character names.
All right. I think I can do that, and I think we'll just repeat like we did the first one. I'll say 3.
3? Okay. Brian?
I will try it in 2 because nothing to lose.
Yep. Try it in 2.
Yeah. All right. Brian, here's your 2 characters that this actor has played.
We'll give Scott the chance to do one.
Yeah. No, I already said you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
you did?
No,
Okay.
he deferred.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't. Okay. I didn't know that was an official defer.
It was a shrug, and the shrug
An implied shrug defer. Gotcha. The
Exactly.
ISD, of course. Yeah.
All right. So here are your 2 characters: Max Dillon, President Sawyer.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sawyer.
Crap. I've seen both of these movies. I know I have. Max Dillon is the one that's super. Is that Jeff Bridges?
Incorrect.
Shoot. Okay.
All right. So Scott, you know Max Dillon and President Sawyer. Here's
Yeah.
one more character that he played.
Okay.
Bats.
Bats?
Oh.
Bats.
President Sawyer Bats?
Oh no, I'm thinking of something different. Never mind.
I thought maybe Brian had it there first.
I thought I did too, and then I was like, oh no. Now I'm thinking of the character I'm confusing with Bats. I won't say what it is.
Oh, bats. Bats. We saw something with bats in it on film set.
Yes, you did.
Not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
What were the first?
Possibly
two?
not that long.
Give me the
ago. You
first 2 one
definitely
more
have
time.
seen
Just the first 2 you mentioned. What were they again?
it. Max Dillon and President Sawyer.
Yeah. Okay. Now I got it. But
Sawyer. Oh, from the other one that isn't the one with it's the president one where they take the White House, but it's not White House down, or maybe it is. It's the one without.
But I need the actor's name.
That's our guy. That's Django. That's shit. Jamie Foxx. Please let that be it.
Yes, it was Jamie Foxx.
Oh God.
freaking Max Dillon, freaking Electro, duh.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Like, how did I not make that? That's why that name sounds so familiar. I was like, oh yeah, Max Dillon.
What I like is on IMDb, his credit is Max Dillon /Electro. And so I'm like, all right, well, I can use Max Dillon, and that might be enough. Like, that might be a softball.
That was enough to flummox me.
So it was
seriously flummoxed.
So was that White House down or
Django-
Olympus Has Fallen? Which one was it?
I think it was Olympus Has Fallen.
Because I thought that was the one with Gerard Butler. No? Because then he did London Has Fallen and...
Oh, yes. Olympus Has Fallen is Gerard Butler, so it must have been White House Down.
Okay. Those 2 are like, they're Armageddon and Deep Impact, those movies.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
Django, by the way, was going to be the giveaway answer for that one. Also, Ricardo Tubbs.
From... hold on.
Oh, Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
Yep.
Tubbs.
Yeah.
I really like him. By the way, it gives me a moment to just quickly re-recommend that Quentin Tarantino documentary. Freaking Jamie Foxx is so funny in that doc. You have to see it. Even if you don't care about Tarantino movies, he's worth watching it when he talks about Django. He's so good. It's freaking great.
I mean, he is hilarious. When you realize or you remember it, you got to start in sketch comedy, right? It was in Living Color is where his big break was.
Oh, yeah. He was great
but
on
he
that.
is so funny.
Yeah. Great in that.
All right. Brian, you get to start the bidding on our music round.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Where you can make up some ground, possibly.
Before I lose.
So I've got some clips from this song, and you get to bid on how many seconds you think you need. They are not consecutive clips because it was a very repetitive intro to this song. So I did kind of jump a little bit. But I've got anywhere from 2 to 10 seconds, 2, 4, I think it was 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10-second clips.
I know that a lot of times after hearing it, Scott says, dang it, I could have gotten in 2 or 1 even. So I'm not even going to give him that opportunity. I'm going to go for the 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
I don't think I can do 1 at all. So let's do 2. Or let's have Brian do it.
All right. Brian, here's your couple of seconds of this song.
Okay. That's What I Say by Ray Charles.
Correct.
Coming at you on KWPI.
It's familiar, but I would have never gotten it. There's no way. 0 chance I would have had that. Even if you'd give me 5 seconds, I don't know the name of that song.
And you can kind of see why, like, I had to jump around in the timeline of the song.
For sure, yeah, because it does that same keyboard riff 8 or 10 times. So
yeah,
yeah,
such a good intro though, such a good start to that song, and the song itself is just great.
Yeah.
All right, so that puts us at 2-1 in favor of Scott going into round 4.
Okay,
Scott, you're going to start the bidding on round 4 of cast members from this TV series or streaming series.
Okay, and it's
if you want to call it that.
Cast members, like these will be actor names, not characters, right?
Yes, actor names. Correct.
I feel compelled to keep the lead as best I can, but I don't want to overthink this, so I'm just going to say I'll try it in 2.
Ooh,
all right.
Dang. Well, I got to try 1. There again, nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's true.
So name an actor, and I'll tell you. Hopefully, be able to tell you a show that they were in.
All right, Brian. Here's your actor, Journey Smollett.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know the actor. Is that the one that got in trouble a couple of years back? Not asking really.
It's streaming, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come up with this. I'm going to say, Stranger Things. No, not coming up with it. I know the actor, but I can't think of anything they've done.
Stranger
other than
Things
a network series.
Sure.
Is incorrect.
All right, I get another name.
You do.
You do get one more name. So Journey Smollett and Michael Kenneth Williams.
Oh, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a streaming show? I thought the one I'm thinking of was also just network, straight up network show. So it's probably not what I thought it was. I like him a lot. He's the guy in Nope. Or not Nope. Is Nope? Yeah, Nope. He's the one that says "Get out." No, Get Out. I'm thinking of Get Out, where he says he's the one that says "Get out." It's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what the hell is his name?
Right?
Yeah, that's Lakeith Stanfield.
I'm thinking of the wrong guy then. Okay. Journey Smollett, and who's the other one again?
Michael Kenneth Williams.
All right. Well, I think I got our theme. It's Black History Month. Got a lot of black actors today. What is something? Oh my gosh, dude. I'm struggling. I'll just guess. What's a show with a bunch of black people in it? I'm not going to say Blackish because I feel like it's too on the nose. Yeah. Oh, that is network, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, what's the one that they didn't do another season of? It's the Max thing, and it's got the disgraced what's his name in it. Who would play Kane?
Kang.
Kang. I was say Kane. Kang. What is that called? Lovecraft Country. Craft Country. Craft. Is that it?
That is correct.
Nice job. Jeez.
Oh, it's
wow.
total it's like a desperation move. I had no idea. I was just thinking of what's a big show with a bunch of black actors where it's predominantly like a story about if black people are overcoming stuff, you know?
Yeah. If I would have had one more guess, I would have maybe said Atlanta, but that was
that's a good one.
Right.
That's the one I was going to say at first, but then I thought that was on FX or something.
On FX, on FX cable. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And that's why I pulled away from that. But yeah.
Yep. Jonathan Majors, Wunmi Mosaku. I think I cannot pronounce her last name, but she was amazing in it. And Courtney B. Vance, who I always think of from The Hunt for Red October. Like it's the one thing I think of with him. But when I watched Lovecraft Country and him in that, he was just like, I love old man Courtney B. Vance.
Yeah.
Lovecraft Country deserves a second season.
It really does. That was
really
so good.
Yeah.
But probably thanks to Jonathan Majors won't happen.
Yeah. Well, I think they canned it before any of that happened, but
they did. Yeah, it was before any of that.
That sucks. All right.
Well, that means that, Brian, you are mathematically eliminated from winning this.
I figured. Yeah.
All right.
Scott is up.
I don't want to get too comfortable.
But we do have a round 5.
Remember who's going to be setting the tasks in Vegas as you put these together. So, an all Spice Girls trivia thing might be a thought, maybe, or a.
That would be a thing I would lose immediately.
Just think about Vegas, TV's Travis.
It could be it had to be something easy, like who married Beckham? Oh, that's Victoria.
Yeah,
I could do that, but that's.
I do have a round 5 if you'd like.
Let's do it,
just for fun.
Of course, absolutely, yeah.
So, Brian, you will start our bidding on round 5. It is another director, and it's another set of films this director created.
Okay, let's do. I suck at directors, and this is a Scott wheelhouse. Years and directors are like wheelhouse for Scott. So I'm going to go, knowing that he probably will still go 2. I'm going to go 3, just because I couldn't do it in 2 probably if I tried. So I'm going to do. I'll do 3.
I will try. I will attempt it in 2. Let's see how this goes. I think my luck's going to run out, but.
Brian, do you want to try in 1, or do you just want to let him go?
Why not? Yeah, I get nothing to lose. Again, there's no penalty for not getting in 1.
Especially
so of course. Yep. Yeah, right. Especially now. Right.
Your one film from this director, Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, that's
Damn it.
Why am I?
I know this one.
This was another one who had some titles I didn't realize he had done.
Yeah. That's not. I'm going to guess it, even though I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but I'm going to guess it anyway. It's not a Spike Lee joint, is it? Spike Lee?
Incorrect.
Yeah, no.
I think that's Ryan Coogler, right?
It is Ryan. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay, but give him 2.
That's your guess?
That's my guess.
Do you want another movie?
Is that right or wrong?
That is incorrect.
Oh, really?
Shit. Okay, give me
all right, so here's some others that this director has done. Law-Abiding Citizen, Be Cool, The Italian Job, and Friday.
I actually don't know.
Be Cool, the Chili Palmer, the sequel to Get Shorty?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It's not, I assume it's such a black director. Is it John Singleton?
It is not John Singleton.
Is it? Oh, the one that's got the same name as the action guy in the 60s.
Yeah.
Do you know who I mean?
From The Getaway, the original
McQueen.
Getaway.
Steve McQueen, right?
Steve McQueen, yeah.
Is that him?
It's not Steve McQueen either. Nope.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a good one here.
You do have a good one.
I could have sworn Straight Outta Compton was good.
I have seen the name pop up in the chat.
Oh, here, I'll pull it up. Let's see what we got. The chat said, well, they said Singleton. Spike Jones.
They said Singleton.
Spike Jones
It's
is
not Spike Jones.
not black.
Right.
I mean, I assume that's where our theme is because everybody's been black so far.
Yes, our theme this month was for Black History Month.
Black History,
I wanted to.
I'm scrolling through this. I can't find anybody's answers. I have no idea.
Is it F. Gary Gray?
It is F. Gary Gray.
Oh,
okay.
Like F. Murray Abraham, but F. Gary Gray. F. Gary Gray.
And his movies that we can't remember he directed.
So I knew, like, I remember him directing the Italian Job remake.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten that he had done Friday. Like, that just completely skipped my mind for whatever reason. And what brought him up for me was I was looking through some movies, and he did one of the Fast and Furious movies. I think it was 8 was him.
Oh my gosh, he and I
like,
share an exact birthday. I just looked him up.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Same day, same year?
Yeah, same year, same day. Felix Gary Gray, July 17th, 1969.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, look at that.
We got a little something in common there. Same year as both of us. That's great. Yeah, I didn't know. Friday was like his. Was that an early one? Oh, it is. I'm looking to screen.
Yeah.
It's
like his first movie, I think, or something.
I've still never seen Friday. I feel bad. I've never seen it.
I could not remember.
Straight Outta Compton's awesome. That movie's great.
It is
really
so good.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, so good. And
I wanted to. I was going to use Nia DaCosta because I loved the last couple of movies. Like, I really liked her Candyman.
Yeah,
for the most part, up until like the last 5 minutes, I was like, okay, that maybe didn't need to happen, but
a little off the
but
rails
overall, I really liked that.
Yeah.
But she's basically got 3 movies, so it wasn't enough to put a list.
One of them was did she do No, was it Black Klansman or the other one about?
Well, Black Klansman was Spike Lee.
Yeah,
that was Spike Lee. Okay, what was the other one about the Black Panthers?
With speaking of the Get Out
guy. Yeah.
Oh no, not
with Keith Stanfield.
Yeah. Or with the other dude, the main dude.
The main dude.
Well,
the main non-Donald
movies.
Yeah.
Her movies are basically Little Woods in 2018, Candyman, and The Marvels.
Oh, really? Okay, so not who I was thinking of.
I didn't know she did The Marvels. That's great.
I didn't know she did that either.
Yeah, cool. I think she got The Marvels because of Candyman.
Okay.
And Candyman was produced by What's-a-Speak, who did Get Out. He did production. He was executive producer. Yeah,
he was producer. Yeah. He co-wrote it too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did I see the right one? I don't remember the ending being terrible. Maybe I need to.
There was just a thing that happened right at the end that I didn't think they needed to do, but it was a nice bit of fan service.
Can I throw out a quick recommendation for an amazing horror movie that nails the ending? I may recommend it this week. I haven't decided yet because I know people are sick of all the horror movies. But I saw Talk to Me finally. It's Australian film.
Talk to Me.
A24 Australian films. Fan-freaking-tastic. And it's the best ending I've seen in a horror movie in years.
Really? Wow.
I really, really liked that movie.
Did not see it coming.
That was one of those hidden gems that I just like. I took a flyer on to go see in the theater in whatever it was, 22, I think. Three, absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
23.
I think Brian and you say what gets you are possession movies. You've said that before. You're in for one with this one. Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's real good.
It's so good.
Also, Companion that just came out is a lot of fun. I really dug that.
That was really good. Yeah. I enjoyed that a lot more than I was expecting to. And, man, What's-Her-Face lead role is just fantastic.
So good.
Yeah.
And I just seen her in Heretic last fall.
That's what, Scott, you were talking about that, which I haven't seen.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, that's another good one.
Yeah. We're having a bit of a moment with the good horror movies. There's a lot of good stuff coming out.
We really are.
Yeah. I love it. I've got a list and I've been going through them. I started Infinity Pool last night. Oh my gosh. Turns out if you're a Cronenberg offspring, if you're a son or a daughter of David Cronenberg, that apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. These people are weirdos, man. It's his son making this one. And I'm not quite done with it because it was super late when I was watching it, but it is freaking weird. Really weird.
I believe it.
Yeah. Mia Goth in this one too. She's very good.
Oh, she's great.
Well, anyway, fantastic work, everybody. We've done it. And
Good job, TV's Travis.
So how would you describe
describe your
theme in its fullness?
Celebrating, Black creators, basically. It's
Nice.
Black History Month, and I mean, I try to celebrate all creators anyway, but if I can find a theme around it, I will. So
nice.
Because, I love, I talk about F. Gary Gray, and, all the movies that I mentioned, I've seen, except I have not actually seen Be Cool, is the one. But, everything else he's done, I've enjoyed. It's really good. Antoine Fuqua has just got a great voice for films, and I really like his stuff.
I like his movies a lot. He's great. I haven't seen either of the two follow-ups to the first Equalizer. That movie was frustrating for me, the first one, and so I was nervous about the following two. But I know a lot of people like the last two, so maybe I need to catch up on those. But I've seen most of what he's made. He's great.
Good closure on the third one. I mean, they are you really have to suspend disbelief with the whole how quickly Denzel can move and take out a whole room full of people. But once you do that, it's these are good.
Yeah. First one, just, I don't know. There's something about it that bugged me. Can't put my finger on it.
Interesting.
All right, then. Didn't we do Inside Man for Film Sack? I thought we did. Inside. Oh, no, we didn't. I just watched it recently. That's what it was.
Recommendals or something.
Yeah, I love that. I freaking love that
such a good movie, too.
I mean, I know it's not the most socially commentary Spike Lee movie that he's mostly known for, but it's one of my favorite movies.
Pure entertainment kind of thing, yeah.
I love that movie.
I mean, I had no idea it was a Spike Lee movie when I went to see it.
Yeah.
Initially, until the end, and I saw it directed by Spike Lee.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's fantastic.
They don't all have to be social commentary either.
No, not at all. Clearly, in that case,
I just like it, and I like seeing. I like seeing movies where the voice is not mine. It's not the voice that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Because I get to see some different perspectives. And that's why I like, going after and finding and seeking out some of these alternate, alternate isn't even the right word, but just different creators.
Yeah. People that don't all sound like a dyed purple beard guy like yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes.
Well, anyway, it's great.
Diet purple now.
Speaking of which, it's your choice. It's your beard, your hair. You do what you want to do. You got a lot of stuff going on though on the podcast and stuff. Tell people where they can get your content these days.
I do. Easiest way is to go to tvstravis.com. I got links to everything there, and there will be links coming for a new project that is going to debut in when we're in Vegas.
Ooh.
I have a new project that will be getting its launch then.
Sweet.
So,
it's called Handy's Behind the Dumpster with TV's Travis. Oh, I'm sorry. I've let the cat out of the bag there. I didn't mean to blow your announcement. Sorry about that.
I hadn't registered the domain yet.
You better hurry up. It's out in the public now. They're going to get it.
Yeah, don't wait on that one.
No. Well, it's good to have you, man. Take it easy. Look forward to next time, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.
Yeah, bye.
I guess we'll see him Wednesday for our judging thing we're doing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that is going to do it for the day, although we do have this quick note. It was a text from a person with no name. It says, Jeff and the Horror's Bath. Oh, no, his name is Jeff. Is it Jeff? Well, anyway, it says S&B.
Yeah, I think Jeff is the one who wrote in.
It must be. I can't remember what I wrote there. But anyway, it says, S&B, I grew up knowing it was a horror's bath. After having kids, we started using G-rated language and began calling it a horse bath.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Go take a quick horse bath.
Yep. Yep. And your kids growing up thinking a horse bath is just like wiping down your pits and get out of here.
Yep, exactly.
That's amazing.
They're going to have a whole different experience when they start watching The Sopranos.
Yeah, they're going to be like, wait a minute.
Why do they keep talking about horses?
I want to be a fly on the wall when they discover it. All right, that's great. Hey, frogpants.com/TMS for all your needs, whatever they may be. There's only one need left, and that is a song to get us out of here. Brian, let's play it.
That's right. This is going out to two people. We never really did tell Zoe. I mean, I wished her a happy birthday because her birthday fell on the same day as Tina's and everybody else. But she actually wrote in to say, hi, Sausage and Bacon. Thursday last week saw a landmark birthday for the Springer of Bacon. Also the birthday of several other very special people, including Tina, Peter Fisher, and Big Jim. I'd like to dedicate a suitable song of your choosing for all these other great people and all the wonderful Aquarius people in the Tadpole. There are many of us. Keep up the great work, distracting us from real life, and keep trying to be the best bunch of distracting freaks you'll ever likely know. Love the show, though.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, there are no challengers. You guys are the most distracting freaks.
Right. You are the most distracting group of freaks. So happy belated birthday to you, Zoe. Now, another belated birthday for Friday goes out to Zarek Envy. This is a little bit of a longer one. I'm going to try and read it as quickly as I can. Ahoy, Buff and Scrub. I've been listening to Frog Pants since I found the instance on my mom's Zune back somewhere in the Lich King era, and TMS since around 2014. After letting 11 chances of TMS birthday requests pass me by, I think it's finally time I cash one in. Today, last Friday, I turned 27, truly feeling the weight of adulthood as I anticipate this year to be the biggest challenge of my adult life thus far. Just a couple weeks ago, I bought the LLC for my very own mobile auto detailing business. While I've gotten by over the years, I've struggled with maintaining an income that pays all my bills and leaves me with enough for any big purchases, let alone a vacation to a place like, I don't know, Vegas.
Yeah.
I started my hand at car washing about 2 years ago at an auto body collision shop, which sparked my interest in the detailing world, and I'm eager to drum up enough business to leave this place within the year. The best part of this IRL chorecore profession, other than the idea of being financially stable Gen Zer, is that it allows me to keep up with all the Frog Pants shows.
Nice.
It's difficult for me to put into words how much you and Scott and the Tadpole community mean to me. Through the good times and bad, you guys have been the constant in my life and in my ears day in and day out for 11 years, not counting the 3 years of the instance and film sack prior. Even though it's all parasocial, I feel as though you and Scott are among my highest tier of longtime best friends. I have all the love in the world for you guys and the rest of the community. It's made me feel guilty about being on the shy side when it comes to writing into shows as well as engaging the community at large. The past year or so, I've been trying to come out of my shell and be more vocal, so you all know that I'm not only here, but I've been lurking here for a while. LOL. Shout out to Team Fusion, the Core Guild, for helping with this push by being the best damn bunch of rabble this Ohio-ass warlock could raid with, and accepting me despite my dominance at the bottom of the DPS meter. For my request, I just want something that sounds weird, unique, trippy with optimistic subject matter. I gave the genre examples of psychedelic, symphonic, and folk punk with the bands Spangle, Epica, and Days and Days to give you an idea of my tastes. Other than what I've already said, the weirder and more unique, the better.
Spangle. Is that real? Spangle? That's a real...
Spangle's a real band. Yeah, no covers by Spangle, unfortunately. Finally, I ask for all the positive Tadpole energy as I go into the rest of 2025, forging a business and financial backbone. You've got it from all of us, so that I can come celebrate making it to the other side of this crucible with you all at TMS Vegas 2026.
Oh,
Instead
nice.
of Scott playing... Oh, sorry.
Sorry. No, I was just excited to hear he's coming to see us. That's great.
Well, in 2026.
Yeah, no, I heard the year, but yeah, that's great. Anytime we get to meet you, man.
Hopefully. It's a hopeful.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he can do it. P.S. Instead of Scott playing a clip, could I have Brian's impression of the Orange Theory trainer saying all out while Scott takes the hint to finally cap the audio out as a clip? Rub my toes, Joe. Zarek. Yeah, I'm bummed. Kaylee is no longer at my Orange Theory. She moved over to a different one that's closer to her. But she's the one who said that I give off daddy vibes.
Oh, she's still with Orange Theory, just not your location. That's a bummer.
She's still with Orange Theory, and I've thought about, going the extra couple miles to go to her place, but decided against it.
Yeah.
Anyway, she went all out.
Nice.
Vocal fry at the end there.
Yeah, gotta have it.
All right. So Zarek, happy belated birthday, and thanks for the email. Thanks for the kind words from both of us. Let's go to Epica. Nothing from Spangle, but Epica does a great cover of the Star Wars Imperial March on their album, The Classical Conspiracy, live in Muskoka. This is, of course, a cover of the John Williams song. It's fantastic. Here is Epica and the Imperial March.
Oh, my goodness gracious. These shows are so contagious. Find more goodies at frogpants.com.